In today's video, I'll be trying out fermented rice water. This is not your regular rice water that you boil and take out the water and use it on your hair. We are going to ferment this rice water for 4 days to release the active compound that we need for the hair. This recipe didn't start from YouTube or from TikTok. This recipe originated from the Ya women of China. The Ya women of China were known as the women with the world's longest hair. Their hair were so long that it usually touched their ankle. This caused so many attention, and when they were asked, they revealed that it was fermented rice water. Now in this video, I'm going to show you the right way to ferment your own rice water. Before we get into the preparation process, let me explain to you exactly what happens during fermentation. Rice water is simply the starchy water you get from cooking or soaking rice. It is usually filled with nutrients gotten from the rice grain. Here are the main components. Number one, it contains starch, a carbohydrate that coats the hair strands, adding smoothness and temporary softness. It also has protein, which is the essential building block for your hair repair and growth. It also contains amino acid, which helps to strengthen the hair from the root. It contains vitamins such as vitamin B, B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9 and B12, which supports your hair follicle health. It also contains vitamin E, which improves blood circulation to the scalp. It also contains vitamin C, which acts as a natural antioxidant to protect the hair from damages. It has minerals such as magnesium, zinc, iron, potassium, and phosphorus, which nourishes the scalp and the hair follicle. With all this, you know that rice water is already filled with so many nutrients that will be beneficial to your hair, but it is mostly raw. It is inactive. It will not penetrate into the hair follicle, which is the reason why most of you use rice water and conclude it doesn't work. And I also made this mistake when I started my hair growth journey. I will boil rice, strain out the water, and use it on my hair right away. And this really gave me dandruff, clogged scalp, and a whole lot. My scalp was itching like crazy. This is the reason why you need to do it correctly to get the most out of it. That is when the fermentation comes in. This is what happens when you ferment your rice. When you leave your rice water to sit for 24 hours to 48 hours, natural fermentation begins. During this process, the beneficial bacteria and yeast starts breaking down the starches and sugar in the water. During this process, it releases lactic acid, antioxidants, enzymes, amino acid, and even fermentation byproduct, which is usually used in skincare for rejuvenation and skin repair. Those chemical changes alter the composition of the rice water, making it more acidic and easier to penetrate into the hair follicle. So let me break it down in a layman's term. Without fermenting your rice water, it is rich with so many nutrients, but after applying it on your scalp, it is not going to penetrate into the hair follicle. It is just going to sit on your hair. If you want it to penetrate into your hair follicle, then you need to ferment it. It need to go into the fermentation process. When the rice water has gone through the fermentation process, the pH of the rice water drops from around 7, which is neutral, to about 4 to 5, which is closer to your scalp natural pH level. This simply means that it will reduce freezes and dryness on your hair, better cuticle sealing, more shine and softness, and also improve your scalp health and microbial balance. Fermentation also breaks down large nutrient molecule into smaller, absorbable form, which is why your fermented rice water feels softer on the hair and leaves it more manageable than just plain rice water. Let's recap just in case you still don't understand. The difference between your plain rice water and the fermented rice water. The plain rice water has a pH of -7, which is neutral, while the fermented rice water has a pH of -4 to -5, which is acidic. The plain rice water is filled with nutrients but raw and inactive, meaning it doesn't penetrate easily into the hair follicle. While the fermented rice water is rich in so many nutrients and it penetrates easily into the hair follicle. Now let's get into the preparation. While I was explaining all the benefits, I hope you all are paying attention to the video. Nevertheless, let me explain the whole process. So measure out a cup of rice. Carefully wash with plenty of water to take out all the dirt and impurity. Go ahead and add it in a pot and add some water, just enough water to cover up your rice. Then allow this to boil. If you don't want to boil it, you can also soak it for 2 to 3 hours. Then go ahead and strain out the water. For this video, I had to boil mine because I don't have 2 to 3 hours. Once you notice the rice has started to boil, you can strain it out and then don't throw away the rice. You can cook it and eat it, or you can use it to do your rice mask. For the water we strained, which is what we are going to use, pour it in another jar. Add in some orange or lemon peel to dilute the smell. Cover the jar with a lid and let it ferment. We are going to ferment this for 4 days. Feel free to ferment yours for 3 days, depending on your timing. On the second day, I had to take out the orange peel from the water because it has done its job by reducing the smell of the fermented water, so you can take it out and throw it away. On the third day, ensure that you bring out your jar and shake it up. At this point, it is sour and fermented, and you will know that it is fermented. If you open the jar, you're going to perceive the fermentation smell or the sour smell, if that makes sense. And it has also released lactic acid, amino acid, vitamins, enzymes, and antioxidants, so many nutrients. At this point, the starch and the sugar in the rice water has already been broken down, and it has been converted to lactic acid and other beneficial nutrients that your hair will need to thrive. As you know, every good thing also has a possible side effect. Now, let's talk about the possible side effects of using fermented rice water. Overuse of this rice water can cause protein overload. You all know that rice is full of protein, so using it every day will cause protein overload, which will make your hair stiff and dry. So it is recommended you use this only 2 times a week. And if you have a sensitive scalp, please use it just once a week. Also ensure you rinse it out. Use a leave-in conditioner afterwards. Do not leave it overnight. If you want this rice water to work for you, you have to ferment it correctly. Do not ferment it more than 3 days, which is 42 hours. It is ideal for you to go only 48 hours, which is 2 days. But if you want to do extra, go for 3 days, but nothing more than that. If you have to ferment this more than 3 days, make sure you store it in a refrigerator. If you leave it for more than 42 hours, that is 3 days, at a room temperature, especially in a warm environment, it will over ferment, which will make the pH drop too low, making it too acidic for your scalp. And if you end up using that, you're going to experience itching, burning, and dryness. Your hair will feel brittle and stiff after using it. If you ferment it too much, you're going to experience bacterial overgrowth. The beneficial bacteria in this rice water will turn to harmful ones once the natural balance is lost. That is when you notice the foul, rotten smell, which is usually stronger than the normal sour smell. Fermenting it too much will also cause protein overload, meaning prolonged fermentation can increase the protein and amino acid level. If your hair is already protein sensitive, if you use this continuously, you are definitely going to experience protein overload, which will make your hair dry, crunchy, and tangles easily. Last but not the least, if it's overly fermented, the overly acid water can disrupt your scalp natural pH, leading to flaking, irritation, and dandruff. Instead of working for you, it is working against you. That is why you need to get the fermentation process right. Let me know if you're going to try out this in the comment section. And if you have any question concerning this video, please do not hesitate to drop it in the comment section. I will make sure I give you an answer. Before we call it a day, I want to take out this opportunity to thank my 13K subscribers. Woo! You guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for sticking by. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. For those of you who are watching my video and are yet to subscribe, please and please do well to subscribe. I'll really appreciate that. Thank you for watching. See you in my next upload. Do have a lovely day. Bye. Mwah.